Okay, guys, please. A person said that my channel only has this much subs because of Anime King. Yeah, bro, you could say that, but come on, guys, blow this up, bro. We gotta prove the haters wrong. You know what I'm saying? 4K, bro. Bro, if we get to 4K, I'll post 5 vids in one day, and keep posting back to back to back for the next 1 to 2 weeks. I promise you guys. Promise. So let's get it. Give me the 4K. Yes, sir. And so, see you guys. Oh, no. Hit my intro.
So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away.
Guys, let's get into this. And yeah, I'm gonna start with the summary like I always do, and I hope you like it. And if I sound tired, it's cool. It's the reason I was able to post so much last week was because it was spring break, but now I'm pushing myself to give you guys uploads. So after that little 2-day break I did, I think I'm ready to get back into the daily uploads. Let's get it. The teachers at UA wanted to do something new and unique. And All Might out of everyone asked, what about having the seniors or teachers apprentice the top 10 students, or they get picked? And we can see from the battle trials, and Aizawa nods, good idea. And the point system for battle trial is takedowns and teamwork. And how they contributed, and Nancy smiles. Great, all the seniors will watch them, including the big 3. And that everyone gasps but nods. Thanks. If you get apprenticed by the big 3, you become big in the school. The hero trials go the same as students think, but Izuku got top 10. Same for class 1B. So they go through similar stuff, but it's not going to be as great as class 1A. Mario Togeda, Tamaki, and Nedry Hado, with other 3-year and 2-year students, are sitting down in the dining hall, and a huge projector watches the class, and everyone who they want to vote for, but only one person wants the shy, timid boy. And Nedry says excitedly, "Who do you think that you're going to get, Mario?" And everyone listens. Mario is the strongest student at UA, able to fight high-tier villains, and is rumored to be the next #1 hero. And even some teachers listen. And then Mario gets excited. The one that looks the most interesting is, as he rubs his chin, thinking who looks the most interesting, he sees a green-haired boy. And then he sees a blonde, angry-looking boy, and just a boy who's just straight calm and collected. And Mario says, the one with green hair, Izuku Midoriya, looks the most interesting. He grins, and then people are shocked and says, okay. Then he says Aizawa says you will meet them tomorrow, and all you guys will separate meeting points in hero training. You'll be training them in order to get them where they need to be. And the big 3 gets their first picks. And as you guys saw, their film from their battle trials, and this is the battle trials when Izuku faced Bakugo and stuff. And so then Aizawa says, who wants the big 3 gets their own facilities. So Mario, what do you pick? And Mario grins, I pick ground beta. And Aizawa says, great. Then the others pick their other stuff. And then then he says, then they will train at like Ground Omega, where there's like tons of trees and there's tons of space, or somewhere else. With Mario, he is thinking how I will help him not break his fingers before he goes to his teacher, Pro Hero Gunshot, and says, "What do you do if your quirk's too powerful for your body?" He says, "Well, if I did have a power quirk like that, I would simply lower the percentage because it's common sense." And in Mirror Mind, he says, "That's it." And so then the Pro Hero looked at him, "Really, you okay, Mario?" And he nods happily and jumps up, and then he phases into the ground. Then they say we get to change their hero costume, as Aizawa told us, he said. We also get to say what they wear. Mario grins perfect. Like his costume is not that great. It doesn't show that power feel, he beams. Then he walks to the support department. Then Mario draws a basically All Might in his young years, like his young years, but green for the cape and like green for the cape and black as like the outside secondary colors with green as the main color. And look at bronze All Might, like bronze All Might, and think it as green and black. And his gloves will be green. So you got to have like an idea. And he grins. Aizuku wants to have an All Might feel. It looks so. I added it. And then he adds the max to it. And then Power Loader says, "It'll be done by tomorrow before you meet your apprentice." He nods. And then he sees a line of people and switch off as he walks away proudly. With Class 1A, his class gets taught by Aizawa before they leave, which is tomorrow. After lunch, stay in the cafeteria. That's all he says, walking out with his sleeping bag. With Aizuku trying to go, Bakugo sees All Might there. And Bakugo sees... Wait, hold on. Let me retract that. Retract my statement. Okay. They all go home with Aizuku trying to go to Bakugo, but sees All Might there and sees Bakugo's face as he smiles. He is fine. Thanks to All Might, he thought. Then he goes home with his friends and hopes the next day will bring him. So, since Bakugo was angry that Aizuku beat him in the battle trial, and Aizawa, after class, went to talk to the class, and Bakugo was already gone, so doesn't know what's happening in the class. Aizuku wasn't there to like try to stop Bakugo, and so with that, All Might confronts Bakugo and tells him everything's fine. Like, calm down, Jamal. And with this, Aizuku doesn't reveal the one-for-all secret. Next day, Aizuku walks into school. The press saying the big three, but can't help them. And like sees the big three, but can't help them as they get confronted by the press. Then he walks into class, having school the same way, and they ask, "What do you think will happen at lunch?" And Aizawa walks in and says, "We will all be picking who's the class president." Then they vote Aizuku and Momo like usual. Then they have class normally. Lunchtime. They are ending lunch, but hear an alarm, and the students start moving. But since Mario and the big three would be there to stop them, they just go to their class, like they just stay still. And then the teachers secure the press and stuff. Aizawa walks in, and then he says, "Heroes have to get used to that now. Now time to explain why you don't have hero training right now. Then he proceeds to say, your higher classmen will have an apprenticeship for you. And we will start from the lowest to the greatest. And everyone mixed with the two classes from class A and class B. And then all the teachers and students walk out, as they all are in a line from the big three all the way to the worst of the 30-year students. And so, Bakugo Katsuki. Well, Shoto Todoroki will be strongest at this point in everyone's eyes. So, Shoto Todoroki. Tamaki votes you. Tamaki and Shoto at this point would be the best together, I believe, in my eyes. Because Tamaki could try to convince Todoroki to use his power, but it's not that easy, you know. Todoroki was very determined, but Tamaki could say something like Izuku did. So, it's difficult. I'm going to say Tamaki for character because Mario's going to make Izuku way stronger. So, I'm going to give Shoto Todoroki that fire boost, if you know what I mean. And so then, nextly, Bakugo gets picked by Gang Orca, who grins at the explosive team to everyone's shock. They didn't know teachers could pick. Then now it's the big three's turn. And everyone is shocked. There's only 3 people left now, as everyone got basically picked at this point, with everyone going with various students. And now there's only one person, Mario Togeda, and these other random 2-year students, and Izuku Midoriya, and nobody's. Nobody's. Then I'ma just recap on the most important people real quick. Tamaki says into the microphone nervously, I pick Fumikage Tokoyami, I believe it's pronounced. And he walks up like the others and takes the hero costume the boy had designed. And everyone looks to see it's Nedry Haru's turn, and she picks Ochako Uraraka, and everyone claps. Ochako is one of the strongest of Class 1A. Then everyone gets chills up their spine. Now it's the skipping to Izuku's turn. Mario Togata, strongest at UA. Few get to have a conversation with the boy. The person who gets picked by him is so lucky, and everyone leans in to hear what the strongest has to say. And the boy smiles brightly at the crowd. The crowd reading his face. And then Mario grins and takes out notes. And everyone's sweat drops. This dude actually brought notes. And Mario grins. And then he says, I'm going to recap on what the match I saw was, as he threw the note card away. He used his brain and tactics from what I saw. He could defeat his opponents without using my power, but he could use it with his brain. That was very impressive to me. And I see that he has a strong power, but needs to learn how to control it. Like I needed to control how to use my power. And he reminds me of me in some ways. Then he says, I pick Izuku Midoriya as my apprentice. Izuku is shocked somebody wants him. And then he gets nervous, but sees the big smile on Miro's face. It's like an All Might smile. It's like a smile that gives me hope. Like All Might. Everyone's shocked to see Izuku walking up, then starts clapping. But one person, Katsuki Bakugo, snarled, That Deku! Out-does me again. I won't let you, Deku. I won't let you outshine me, he thought in anger. Izuku looks up at the boys shyly, and then the big three smile at him as Mario gives him a big, goofy smile. Then he holds his costume up, and everyone looks in awe. So cool. Then all the students get on their costume, with Izuku in the front with some students now resentful of Midoriya for getting apprenticed by Mirio Togata, best student at UA. Mirio training Izuku. Then they go to the respective zones. Mirio beams at Izuku as he walks in and says, how is it he beams? And Izuku says, it's perfect, referring to the costume. And Mirio nods, says, well, now I'm not trying to have you break bones, so I have an idea, he says, grinning. And Izuku listens. There's really usually no way for him to not break his bones while using this power he has. And Mirio says, then Mirio says, I see you left to say smash, and names like All Might has, and says, I've heard this quote of this old number one hero back in the day. Her name was Nana Shimura, and so Izuku nods and says, yeah, and he says one of her famous quotes were, make your quirk your own, not use your quirk as the same as others. So Izuku eyes widen. Make your quirk your own? And so Mirio grins. Lower the channel your power throughout your body and use the power in more a versatile way, he grins. Use it, think of it. How do you want to fight? How do you want to be? And Izuku nods and thinks, who do I want to be? And then he channels 5%, he thinks, and then as a green glow surrounds him. And he smiles, and then he sees the electricity around him, and Mirio beams. Good job, now fight me. And Izuku proceeds to get his butt whooped, beaten, battered. I mean, bro, I feel bad for watching it, bro. Writing it technically. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he gets his butt whooped, just destroyed. You know what I'm saying? So Mirio says, well, we need to work on your fighting style and increasing the strength of your full Kaling, you call it. But yeah, you got stronger overall, but your strength aspect has lowered a lot. So as you lessen the power, the power isn't really as strong as he used to be, but at least it's not breaking bones. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, Mirio says, I want you to find a fighting style, and grins. I looked up all Mike's teachers, and he actually had a teacher. His name was Gran Torino, but he retired. And so Izuku watches Gran Torino fight on his phone as he tries to mimic it. And as Mirio is basically just practicing with, he's he's exploiting the holes in Izuku's defense, giving Izuku more of a spar partner, and he's going through trial and error, which is good for him. Because usually he would have to get his butt whooped to go through that trial and error, but he has a partner now. And so then Izuku starts bouncing against the walls, And so for like a reference, I forgot his name from One Piece, but he had this bounce power. It's called Spring Fruit. If you know him, I'm about to say his name. I think it's called the Boing Boing Fruit, and his name's Bellamy. So you know how he kept bouncing around, just fast. Yeah, that's what Izuku's doing, and so he's bouncing off the walls at just quick speeds, making a green glow as he goes from wall to wall. And so then Mirio sees this as he just has a calm composure. And so then Izuku, feeling it, speeding himself up, zooms at Mirio as he's about to throw a punch at him and yells, "Smash!" But his hand phases right through Mirio, creating a huge mini crater in the ground as Mirio then punches Izuku into the dirt. And Mirio grins, "You almost had me." Not really. Not really. And so then Izuku is surprised and like, "How? How'd you do that?" And Mirio grins, "I'm just that strong." He grins as then Mirio chops his neck, knocking him out. As Mirio strategizes what they're going to do, he just decides to just have Izuku train his fighting ability more and just work on his technique, because that's all he can. He can just continue doing his regular routine and just keep training. And basically, he just can fix his technique. That's all Mirio can really help with, but fixing your technique can go a long way. When Izuku wakes up, Mirio smiles. "Now we will be creating your plan for the next thing." And so as Mirio just straightens up Izuku's workout plan and stuff to a more efficient way, instead of working on his muscles, he's working on his whole body now. Because All Might's training method, it wouldn't be the best training method because it only works on his 4 limbs. So now it'll work more on his whole body, like his core, his just back and stuff. So with this, the teachers wanting to convene and see, for class 1A, they decide to go to the USJ. So as they do, it basically plays out the same way, with Izuku having to break a finger. But when Izuku charges at Shigaraki, he's way faster, and he actually hits Shigaraki this time, being faster than Nomu because of his 5%, a 1-for-all boost. And with this, Shigaraki gets angry and charges Izuku as the big man All Might appears. As All Might appear, and with that, Mirio appears with the big 3. With Mirio more worried for his he bonded with Izuku, and he knows Izuku, so he basically goes there to check on him. As this happens, Mirio saves All Might when he's in dire need, and they take down the Nomu. With that, Shigaraki still leaves, but it's more sour tasted than usual. And with Shigaraki upset, Izuku's the best. Now it's basically about to be the sports festival, and for the following weeks, the assigned students get trained with for the main stakes. Shoto Todoroki learning how to use his fire quirk in a more versatile way, like how Tamaki uses his various foods he eat in a more versatile way. Nedre teaches Ochako more attacks and had to fight in close combat. Her being a long range specialist have learned throughout the years probably to fight in close combat with other people, as her quirk wasn't always, well, she didn't always have that much stamina, you know? And yeah, that's just for the big three, basically. Others advanced their quirk more too, and Izuku advanced his full cowling to 8%. With that, Mario is proud of his Izuku's progress, with Izuku filling more holes in his full cowling than he originally did in the early stages. And yeah, that's basically how it goes. And I'm going to talk more about it in more of depth away. With this, All Might is more happy with Izuku's progress, because since Mario's training him, All Might doesn't have to worry about Izuku as much, knowing that Mario is a student of Sir Nidai, and he watched their progress, and he's happy. And he's happy the way Izuku has made One for All get stronger, and he feels that the new generation's going to be very strong. Happy that his decision and this idea was great. And with Nezu also happy with both of the classes' advancement, he is also worried that the other students from the other classes won't be at their level, but they are from the hero course. They just are. It's the hero course. And so he just added they can't wear their costumes, which should limit them a bit, but not really, you know. They still have their quirk, so yeah. And so, as Izuku, and it's about to be the sports festival, Izuku gets confronted by Todoroki. He says, Izuku Midoriya, your quirk's like All Might's. I will defeat you and prove that I'm superior. With my ice and fire, you can't beat me. I've learned my father's power is not his, it's my own. And Izuku, surprised at this new revelation, nods as he's a little scared of Todoroki, because let's be honest, Todoroki low-key is an imposing figure if you think about it, but it's Todoroki, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, Izuku Midoriya is ready to start the sports festival. And so I'm not going to start the sports festival in this video because I didn't finish the my thing, but I'm almost there. I'm sorry, guys. So okay, so Izuku goes to the sports festival. Yeah, as they all walk out, Bakugo gives a speech, and Izuku knows what this is meaning. It's declaring war on all of them. And so, as this happens, Izuku, when the match starts, channels 8% full cowling as he goes off in a blitz. With this, Mario still told Izuku, even though he still has his power, you have to use your brain. As he told him, remember, the quirk doesn't control you. You control the quirk. As Izuku knows this, he grabs one of the robot shields, and then as he starts digging up once he reaches the mines, when he blows by, channeling One for All through it, he speeds up even more, and as he slides into the arena, finishing first place. As Izuku finished number 1, He's happy, and he puts his fist up in an All Might fashion as the crowd roars and cheers. Bakugo and Todoroki glare. Well, that's it for this one, guys. Please like and subscribe. And for K, for KK, and I'm not going to say the KKK because don't be racist, even though I'm African American. Now, anyways, I hope you guys do well, and remember, don't get shot. Yeah, that's gonna be my new thing. Don't get shot. And see you guys later. Let's get it. I might upload tomorrow and see you guys later.